The eyes of the world have been glued to the city of Harran for the past 2 months, following the outbreak of a previously unknown pathogen.
It is not yet clear what has caused this gruesome affliction. The local government's Ministry of Defense erected a quarantine wall shortly after the outbreak.
The global relief efforts steady The eyes of the world have been glued to the city of Harran for the past 2 months, following the outbreak of a previously unknown pathogen.
It is not yet clear what has caused this gruesome affliction. The local quarantine wall shortly after the outbreak.
The global relief efforts' steady stream of supply drops has sustained what few survivors remain in the city. The Ministry of Defense believes more radical action should be taken to stem the tide of this virus.
The question is, are there still non-infected survivors in the city as the GRE maintains? And if so, will the ministry still go through with a stated plan to annihilate the city in an attempt to wipe out the Harran virus once and for all?
Whether by way of the virus or the ministry's proposed plan, one thing is certain. Harran's days are numbered. The eyes of the world have been glued to the city of Harran for the past 2 months, following the outbreak of a previously unknown pathogen.
It is not yet clear what has caused this gruesome affliction. The local government's Ministry of Defense erected a quarantine wall shortly after the outbreak.
The global relief efforts' steady stream of supply drops has sustained what few survivors remain in the city. The Ministry of Defense believes more radical action should be taken to
No, I think it's uploading still. Yeah, it's still uploading. Well, I don't know. I was gonna move my I Get Some Money, and I was just gonna start with the Call of Duty ones all the way from like a few years ago, because you guys want the ones from the beginning, and you want everything to work back, all the way from the back to all the way to the front, and you want to see how far back yours goes. You guys can go ahead and check your libraries as well, as what you guys are realizing. And you guys are like, this goes back to like. Even your other uploaders, like this is like 2010, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. And we're understanding that they might lose the franchise if they don't fix the moderators, because no one's going to buy a game where every single moderator had that going on. They're going to lose all their business, is what I was thinking too, because I wouldn't buy this game either if every moderator is doing that. They need to like fire everyone there. If they want me to buy their game again, they're going to have to fire everyone there. Like every last one of them is what you're thinking too. Like they all have to be removed. You guys have to get like out the building. If you guys are the ones just moving players around, you guys have to get out the building is what they're pretty much saying, dude. Or they're not going to buy your game. But I heard that one too. Because you pissed off a lot of people. Like everyone, actually. But yeah, you know, ain't much going on. I'm just gonna go to the fountain. I tried calling you and telling you that, you know, it was happened before sometimes, like, as if, you know, I had a bunch of players on the wrong team the entire time. But yeah, I get you. Oh, you're sending this? Oh yeah, I'm gonna put all that with someone. That's what I said. I've never seen anything crazy before. Yeah, so Con said he was thinking about like trying to come back tomorrow. And yeah, I was still gonna go get my house over in that one area near me. No, I don't know how I'm gonna get there because it's got I was gonna have to go to the road for like probably 5 minutes to find where I'm supposed to go. But there's 14 million. I'm just gonna get a house. I'm just a shop. Yeah, I'm in Germany. Eating food, I guess. Well, I'm just gonna go here in this town. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was listening to one song by Daft Punk. And it's like, I think I was walking there a long time ago. Like literally a long time ago, they're like, hey, you going to school still? Like, you know, they don't want you to school, but they told me like 2 years ago, 3 years ago. I was like, for real? They're like, yeah, you still want to go to school? Like 3 years ago. Over here, you gave me a CD on the track. Over there, they gave me a CD 3 years ago saying, say here 3 years ago. Like, school is some shit. But they told me, I was like, hell yeah, school is shit. So I other than, yeah, you know, we just need to keep going, dude. I never knew you guys like shit like back then, dude. No, man. It sounds like you're trying to convince me to stay. That's cool. Yeah. No, over here, 3 years ago, this was nothing. Even back then, you gave me 3 years full of crap. They gave me 3 years full of schools too. So, you have 3 years full of crap. You guys do this. But yeah, no, I never knew that. Were you guys listening to it? I was listening to it. I was just dropping it for you. Doesn't make sense. Yeah. The hell yeah. Costco, which means I want to move to Berlin. And it's because they have a Costco. I think there's a Costco in Berlin. I think I looked up Costco and you guys sell French fries there. Yeah, you guys have French fries in your Costco. I think. You only have one Costco. And you guys sell French fries. And hot dogs. So hot dogs and French fries. You guys sell French fries. You sell French fries. Costco has yeah, dude. I did not know that they could make French fries and sell it in wholesale. I bet it's probably bomb too. Does it not make you want to know some people actually like it? Really Costco French fries? Yeah, dude. You want to be doing for that. That's what I said. No, that's why I chose that city, because I was like, do they have a Costco? And that was my question. That was the one question I had. I was like, do they have a Costco? Don't say. They actually have a Costco. Right? I'm gonna look it up one more time because I'm pretty sure it was German. It was in German and there's Costco. So they have a Costco and it's like I'm pretty sure it's in Berlin. No, I didn't think so. But no, you guys have a Costco. And I'm wondering why I got yeah, no, no, I know you guys. No, just did not move to Berlin then. Isn't that where you would have me live? Because there's a Costco right there? Yeah.
Some new gear?
Yeah. Probably not. Yeah, I got that message. Yeah, you guys go to Costco. That's like the #1 reason why I want to be doing it. No, I'm right. That's probably the city I live right next to. I'm gonna look at the cities in the area, I'm gonna look at houses and cities in the area, but I will be able to be Costco. Yeah, of course I would move to any city in Germany, but I'd want to move to the city with a Costco. I was going to move there no matter what, and I was thinking about what school I should go to, and it occurred to me there was a Costco. I'm pretty sure there's like rich foods in that city, and there's like university with like capital. I forgot to mention that. That's like key to where I should move. I was wondering no matter what. No matter what. You can't tell me no. I told you 2 days ago you can't say no. I said 2 days ago you would flip the script immediately. And I'm not sure if you guys did that or not. And I'm not sure what's going on anymore. but I know I couldn't go back up. Like, I actually got stabbed. Like, I don't know if you're like true or not, but it's the worst thing. Just knowing when and knowing when you change. Because then I was like, oh my god, I don't know, and that's what I said. I said, it's just impossible. You gotta really look in the mirror, dude. Because I have the date and time. It's because I'm German. That's why you just noticed that. That to remind you. And I love your apology. And I knew since what point you would start giving me an apology. Predicted a lot of things. There's more predictions. You say what time? I'd say the 27th. At 3:23 a.m. And today I'll remind you again because I just reminded you one more time, so I'm going to write this one down too. 6:42 or 6:40, I reminded you of 10:27 or no 10:30. 10:29, okay, 10:29, no, it's 6:42, I reminded you of the 27th, 3:23, just to remind you of the gap, and the gap of change and when you're going to change your psychological ways, and when you're going to accept me within that time frame, is how long it took you to accept me. All because I went to Germany, and I can't do that to Germany. I'd be dead wrong. Just because you decided to come back within 2 days. That's unacceptable. Like, you're so flawed, and I'd be so flawed. And I was already sad that you guys came back within that time frame, dude. I was devastated you guys came back within that time frame. Like, I was the most devastated of the only reason why you came back. I know the only reason why you came back. And I could tell you the only reason why you came back was in the time frame. I have a time frame of the only reason why you came back. It's because I left. That's the only reason. It's because I wasn't here anymore. So don't. Just don't. Not now. Anytime but right now. Just don't. Anytime but right now, dude. Like, you can say that there's plenty of reasons, and there was, like, in between many reasons. Like, you're like, he's allowed to be a rapper, he's not allowed to be a rapper, like, for like 3 years. You guys, like, push me down, kick me down, pick me up, kick me down again. You always had me on the ground, though. I never won once. I lost. I know I lost here because I left. So when I said I lost, I meant I lost, dude. When I walked with you guys, I meant I lost. Like, I didn't lose one. I lost, dude. I lost. It wasn't a win. So then I wrote down the time I lost and when I quit with these guys. When I quit. Because I lost. The 27th, 03/23. And the time when I let them know that when I said you guys were going to come back because I left you guys and I wasn't turning back around, and I said just don't. And I'm reminding you again, just don't. Because the time frame ends again at 18:40, the 29th of October. You know the only reason you came back, dude. You guys didn't respect anything I left. It's as if you respected it, and then you said it was complete crap. And then you said I moved to top, and you guys literally like pushed me down and said no, there's no top. And you've been doing that like for 3 years. You're like, look at him, and then you're like, no, because you realize at some point some bullshit. These guys, they didn't care the entire time. And I know when you guys change, and you guys should take special note of when you guys changed, is when I left. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's all.
What is this shit?
What am I doing? What is that shit? I need weapons, bro. I need weapons in this game. Dump in here. No, but this one's really important to me, so I might want to switch over to like something different. Well said. But I know you guys weren't going to treat me the same. No, they're like, how do you? Because I know you. You don't have to be like surprised that I know you so well. I know you. They're gonna be like, screw him, screw him, screw him. Oh my God, he's gone. Because I know you. But I'm still gone. But I know you. I've always known you. I sit here and play games. But I know you. I'm pretty sure you knew I was just gonna come home and do this anyways.
So you're the new running guy. I am Bajaram. I'm not much to look at, but I'm a man who can put money in your pockets. Real money. My scout locates viable predators, and the runner waves a red flag at them. They will then pursue you until you either give them the slip, or they eat your head. Both are acceptable outcomes for me.
So how much?
Since you're just getting started, your reward would be small. But that amount would increase as your successes accrued.
Do yourself a Halloween. No, No, I don't know if you want to live, I guess. No, I guess I don't, but you know, hey. Yeah. But I mean. Yeah, dude, they asked him to go to court. Like, and I was like, but I know. And they're like, you know it. It's all of them. You know what? Screw you, German.
Tariq?
What do you want? We don't have anything here but a few scraps of food.
Relax. Troy sent me.
Troy? Oh, thank God. I've been a nervous wreck since I found this kid. He's got nobody to look out for him. I'm not so good with kids, you know.
That's not why I'm here.
But Troy promised she'd send someone.
I need to get into the museum.
The museum? But Troy told me someone would come to help. She promised.
Okay, Tariq. You tell me how to get into the museum, and maybe I can sort out your problem here, okay?
Rise controls the museum. He would kill you on sight.
Well, then I can't have him see me. Now, Troy said you used to be the curator, and that if anybody would know a way in, it'd be you, so how do I do it?
Do you have scuba gear, perhaps?
No.
Too bad. There's an entrance under the surface of Emerald Pond, but it would be a long swim under the water. You would most likely drown.
Yeah, well, most likely isn't definitely, so guess I'll give it a try.
I still need to talk to you about this kid.
Привет, my beautiful young man. Come to Zana. Let's talk. Don't be afraid. Zana does not bite. My beautiful young man. Come to Zana. Let's talk. Don't be afraid. Zana does not bite.
If you're looking for food, you've got to wait and get your rations like everyone else.
That's not why I'm here. I'm Crane. I'm a runner. Anything I should be looking for out there?
We're pretty much out of everything. Food, water, medicine. You wouldn't expect Old Town to be poorer than the slums, but it is. Got to admit, it makes me wonder about those rumors of a big supply cache hidden somewhere in the city. Too bad the one person who'd know if it's true is Tabit Erdl. You can't get anything out of him.
Where do I find him?
Across town. He's not dangerous. He's just difficult. He's the former town clerk. and he can be extremely bureaucratic about
But I got
things.
your message.
Try not to kill him. But if you have to
Any
kill him,
question
I'll
you
totally
want to
understand.
But I do understand on how come as well.
Want to buy something? I'm open for business dusk till dawn.
I was already snorkeling. Harley, Panama. No,
Want to buy something? I'm open for business dusk till dawn.
they told me no like multiple times. I even got a name tag. No, even before that too. They said it so many times. They said, "Nah, man." Sit down. No, I got you North Face first. No, I got hers. That's why. Yeah, I know you like that. Oh man, my ankles. Oh man, I hurt. I hurt so bad. I was like, I'm leaving. It just hurt again. But, yeah. I guess I just go over there and I just hurt my ankle earlier today. I'm not even know I hurt my legs again, but you know. No man, it's terrible. It'd be worse. Yeah. I said yeah. No, I got my hurt. I was going
Please
to
die already! I need
Slow.
what? That's hard. The line and they didn't bring enemies. That's not fair. And it cuts all and maybe we don't have to much in the way to follow through. No man, that one guy escaped. Nah, he ain't gonna leave the house anyways, no matter what. He better like throw like was only like 8,000. I bet he doesn't leave the house. And that's not the good thing about that. He's not gonna leave the house.
I need the suppressants. Could you please die already?
Sometimes physics on the bows can be thrown off, and they don't land where they're supposed to be landing, like the head. I mean, you could have left me looking like the realist, other than having them have to check the bow, pull back every second, and where it's supposed to be landing, because as soon as they're done with that, they're gonna be like, you know, most of those are heads, not chest. And one day you'll understand that making me look like as if I'm on the bottom is what's going to be the downfall, because I don't have time for you ruining my image. No more. So sorry, moderation, but I was aware of that too, because watching them, those are all headshots, and they're always changing. So I'm the one when it comes to being like one of the best, I know where they never hit where they're supposed to go. Because I get headshots, and then I notice that even when they're supposed to be headshots, they don't land where they're supposed to land. Of course, I could test the games for you. I'd be like, look at this shit. You'd be like, what do you mean? They're all supposed to be heads, huh? Yeah. You know, and look at the videos. You'd be like, damn, dude. No. That's what I said too. Oh man, I hate his knees right there, though. Yeah, no. level 50. That's going to tell me I'm not on point. That's what I was thinking myself, too. Because I know when they're doing it, I could tell. No, I can't have that happen. Nothing new. That's the line. And there's no way I'm going to get it to fix because you never fix it. You know, no. And you know that you just cross the line and shit. I don't know. That is the line. And that's the line we would never fix. I will go home and see that the whole hood is like you. I will. Yeah, I got you. also frustrating me though. No, that's important, dude. You gotta watch it, bro. You know you're good. You understand that. You know everything. Which is weird. Like,
Tell me where you hid it.
Don't be like that. Come down. Let's do this.
no, me too. You telling me you can get a beating? These guys with police batons? I know. I can't get him close. This is my dog though.
Where are you going, huh?
It looks like as if I can't press the score button, dude. Oh, by the way, I know. No, they're making jokes about it too. You can tell a lot of people are like, the bows don't go exactly where they're supposed to go. And I hate to make this a topic, but this is actually a thing. And these photos are uploads from like good 30-40 minutes ago, and you can tell people were like noticing. However, they thought it was funny as well. And only so many few people would know that, but I know. Is when I said a lot of people getting screwed over, I know everyone who are like me. You all got screwed over. You all got screwed over is what I'm saying. Because you're not allowed to be good at anything nowadays. Or they beat the shit out of you. Is the way it goes. You go to school, there's going to be a gang of people saying, you see those guys over there? And then they're going to jump you. You're playing games, you're really good? No, is the answer. You could already see what they're saying, had you saying about me, dude. It's like every single girl, like 17 and under, and then you have every single guy 17 and under who just say like you can't have a top, and then she's like, no, you can't have him on top, because if not he's going to look back and be like, you're at the bottom. And she's like, you can't have that, and he's like, I can't have that up there either because I'm supposed to be dating those ones. So then they both work together and then they jump you. And so you're like walking around this country with listening to the children Don't listen to the kids. Anyone under the age of like 17, tell them all to shut up right now. Everyone under the age of 17, just be like, shut your mouth for 1 minute. And there's an issue. Everyone playing video games can tell. Everyone under age 17 doesn't have a voice anymore. Because when we need to fix the country, I meant we need to fix the country, you can start with them and ask them why they're acting that way. And then you can look at everyone above the age of 17 and be like, how come you guys aren't acting like everyone under the age of 17? Because the ones under the age of 17 are saying, no, you gotta move to the top. Everyone else, listen to who you're listening to. Look at who you're listening to now. Are they under the age of 17? Well, then why are you listening to them? Every last one of them you're not supposed to listen to nowadays is the new rule. Don't listen to anyone under the age of 15 saying move to top. Because everyone under the age of 17, 15, 16, all those ages, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, all want it moved. Ask them what the hell's wrong with you nowadays. I just be like, no. The answer is no. From now on until the end of the year, forever, the answer is no, is what I'd say to them. Be like, what the hell's wrong with you guys? You see what you did to the video games? It's because of you. It's the children. The children, you can't listen to the children. You can't listen to those guys anymore because you notice that even if you're playing video games, there's something wrong. You'll notice music has been on repeat. It's gotten worse from the year 2000. It went from savage to a bunch of people beating the shit out of every single artist, and every single song is slow now. They beat the shit out of the artists. They beat the shit out of the gamers. They beat the shit out of the students. They beat the shit out of everyone, is what I'm trying to tell you, dude. They literally went, the children, all four, like, yeah, that's what I said. You could tell it's those kids. No, they all said it's you guys. It's every single kid, actually. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. It's only those kids. Yeah, why do you listen to them? Why would you listen to the kids who say move to top? You can tell there's something wrong with every single one of them that age, dude. It doesn't take a psychologist to say look at their attitudes. And it doesn't take a psychologist to be like, how come they're aggressive? Who made them aggressive? How come they're aggressive is what I'd say still. And I'd be like, how did we end up with Wolves of Russia being really, 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 really nice? Because we took the really nice ones and bred them with the nice ones and the nice ones and the nice ones and the nice ones. When I said there's a camera problem, I meant you can tell which ones are aggressive now. Because they became aggressive. It went from nice to a freaking wolf. You have wolves in your country. They're all aggressive. All some sort of different fiend is what I'm like telling you. It's not the type of fiend you want. It's the type of fiend who like gets super horny. It's a sex fiend. It's literally a sex fiend. And it only has one objective. Get rid of the top. It's bred to get rid of the top. And I'm sorry, but psychology goes, you have wolves in your country. And I mean, there's everyone like 20 and up. 17, no, it's everyone like 17, 18, 19, 20 and up. You might be all normal. Everyone under that, really pretty, chances are they're wolves. And you're never going to control them. You're going to notice that they're all very temperamental and they're all running around. No, because, yeah, everyone can tell, dude. No, everyone's like, oh, no way, dude. Look at them. They're all like douchebags. Yeah, that's what I said, dude. Like, I mean, they're literally running around and they literally made wolves. And dude, they're the biggest jerks. Like, it went from very, very nice people to complete dick faces.
Hi, Junior.
Hi, Mom. Yeah, this is what happens. And I told you, dude. No, everyone above the age of like 17 is saying, yeah, man, everyone under there, it's wolves. Everyone said they're wolves. You guys are all wolves, is what they said. We can tell because you guys are all douchebags. And you can even listen to the music too, is what they're saying. They're like, no way, dude. It went from really, really fast paced, different beats, like very longevity, like very, very talented, to you can tell who beat the shit out of who. And some people were like, nah, man, you gotta move the top. So when I said they gotta move the top, you could tell the music went, because they said, no, you can't be good at the drums. No, you can't be good at the guitar. No, you can't memorize different beats, because I can't memorize different beats. And that's why I said, no, that's what we all said. Everyone under age like 17, they all look like wolves now. Everyone 16, they all look like wolves to them, dude. They're like, yeah, and that's what happens if you just let a bunch of people run rampant and have children for 17 years. Is you end up with 17 generations of wolves. And they're all evil. And by not evil, I mean they're just like, they get aggressive, I guess. They get really aggressive, and they're not evil. They're allowed to be evil, but you gotta tell them to be, even though we know who they are, you gotta be like, you guys can't be aggressive anymore, dude. You need to calm down your children. Every last one of them needs to be calmed down, because it's everyone under the age of 16 who said move to top. The only reason why you guys have been saying that is because you listen to the kids, and they're wolves. And because they bred with the hot ones, you got left with hot girls saying, no, there's no top. Pretty needs to be brought to the bottom, because if not, we're not going to be able to date them. Because that's their goal. Because they're very aggressive, and that's what they're taught, though. That's what they're taught to be aggressive in. They're aggressive, but they're taught to be aggressive in the worst way. Someone taught them improperly. They were taught that way for 16 years straight, that's the way of life. That's what they believe in. You can tell by the music. You can tell by the video games. You can tell by the school that they're trying to get me from. That's what they're taught. And I don't know who let them get away with that, but there's so many of them, it's bad. Other than that, at least you guys agree with me now. I tried telling you. No, but at least you know who the perpetrators are and who not to listen to. Because you could start with everyone under the age of 16, and then you'll be like, everyone above the age of 16, it seems pretty sane. Everyone under it, you're wondering how come they act that way, and that's what I said too. I was like, how come they act that way? Psychologically, there's someone more aggressive in the family then. Either that, or they're very good at being dormant, but in the background, they might be like the worst. And if not, they let them get away with the worst behavior and the worst sayings. But yeah, no, man. They had every one of you guys saying that. And you're just noticing it was the kids? Yeah, it was the kids. Every single kid had you saying that. You shouldn't be surprised. And you should be surprised. No, you guys are dead surprised, actually. Okay, no, it's okay to be surprised. No, it's fine. It's okay. I'm just going to go play my video games and go grab me another can of soda, though, because you guys all know now. No, that's what I said. I was like, yeah, we can tell it's everyone under the age of 16. And now we can all slow clap, because you guys all know. Way to get wolves, and no, they all had a master plan. Every single person under the age of 16, that was their master plan. They spread it across the country. Yeah, no, they said every single person across the country under the age of 16, it's their master plan, is what they're saying. Yeah, that's what I said. I'm like, dude, they're a joke. You guys are a joke now. You guys need to knock that off. It's not funny. That kind of behavior will not be tolerated. That's your worst behavior. Oh yeah, and by the way, when they fixed the schools, I meant the only thing they could do is they rigged the multiple tests. Multiplicate. No. Oh, by the way, my high school was rigged, because I had the best English papers, but that one creative writing teacher was not allowed to like let me get good grades. Neither was Mr. Anderson. Yeah, I know. I heard about it. Pretty much. No, I was listening. No, they screwed the system over. They got the multiple choice like rigged, dude, and they're like, it has to be coded, and you have to have like the best memory. With that being said, they've screwed over the school, but they can tell who were the best students, even though they couldn't get the A's. They could tell who were the best because they'd make the system still. However, they weren't the best. You could pick out which ones were the worst, and they could still be at the top, picking the top tier students. So I don't know. I think there should be a better grading system put in place too. That way we can fix the school system. No, these guys are like, we need to fix the school system because there needs to be a better grading method because it was rigged. It looks like it was completely rigged for those guys. Yeah, no, everyone above the age of 17 are like, no, man, it looks rigged because nothing's right. That's what I said. I'm like, these guys aren't who they are, and they aren't who they say they are. These guys aren't who they are, and they aren't who they say they are. At least we all notice that too. No, they aren't who they are, and they aren't who they say they are. You can tell by the way they talk and their word choice. They don't have a voice. Not much else, dude, other than the fact that you can deviate human beings still to this very day by their vocabulary and whether they're angry or not angry. I'm not angry. I'm just saying there's deviations, isn't there? Other than that, you can tell that the top isn't to be hated. They aren't like pissed off at everyone. They're saying I'm not mad. I'm like letting everyone know above the age of 17 that there's something wrong with everyone under the age of 17 is what we're talking about. No, because they get angry. No, they get really pissed, dude. No, I mean when they get pissed, I'm like they get pissed, dude. Like as if you broke up with them. You ever listen to Stan? As if they're like that, except in the end, it's like, you broke up with me? Well, screw it, I'm coming over. And who worse than you? Is what they'd end up saying. You'd be like, what the hell's wrong with those kids? I'd be like, yeah, they'd show up to your house like that. They'd like literally barge in your door and be like, you! And then literally you couldn't leave the house after that. And with that being said, that's the kind of kids you ended up with. They end up coming from like really nice to the type of person who like barge into your house and say, you. Look what you did. And they're the type of people who would take action. So yeah, they're angry now. I don't know what to say about it, but they're not going to do anything to me, but they can be pissed. And they know who they're pissed at, it's me. But they're not going to do anything, even though they are trained to go ahead and like take action, because they are who they are. No, they're not. They're never going to attack me. Don't be worried about me. Which means if you want to accomplish something, you can go ahead and just start pointing fingers at like which ones you think are different. And when I was thinking about grading scale system, I was thinking about we just take the best papers, because we all know, and we need like an honor code. Like the teachers need to be honorable now, because the teachers can't be like feeling threatened anymore. Because when you have wolves in your class, you can tell they're just going to look to you real quick in the middle of class, and they'll be like, "No, man, Purdy can't pass." And that's what they ended up saying, and that's why I failed English and creative writing. When I was one of the best writers, it's because you could tell the kids just look at you and be like, no. And even at this age, you could tell there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 per class that just completely the worst. And for some reason, it tended to be the guys who hung out with all the hot girls. The ones who like literally start laughing like ha 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 ha, and oh my god, look at that, ha. Like, you know those kids? No, because I know there's only like 1% of them is what I was saying too. No, the entire school is like, yeah, we know those kids. No, I know those kids too. No, Blake, right? No, Mitch, you know Mitch. Then I can go over to like the family. Then we can go ahead and skip over to like Jason Flick, the soccer players, and Alex Thompson. And you can go ahead and wander over to the end where like Haley Ryback are. And then you can wander over back to my side of the section where we were playing video games. You can wander to the table right across where they were making metal music. And then you'd be like, which ones? You'd be like, the ones who literally walk around giggling like as if they're the biggest douchebags. And they would literally beat the shit out of you. And they're like assholes. And I hate to use that term, but they're those people, right? Then you know those guys. And they're the ones. And you're like, and you mean, yeah, they're the ones who beat the shit out of the girls. Justin, you know they hit their girls. Even Mr. Davis knows that girl was getting hit. And wasn't allowed to leave. It was literally sitting there crying the entire time. And it did get hit outside of the classroom. Yeah, it's those guys. And you'll be like, what the hell? And I'll be like, yeah, and you know what you ended up with? They end up having kids. And that's why they're all under the age of 17. They're still in your class, and you can tell which ones they were, but they all ended up having kids. Because the best way to do it is grab the hot ones at the top and breed. You have to make sure you get a bunch of teams who are just very aggressive.